Alright, so we are on officially, what, day 2 or 3?
3.
So we're on 3. Yeah. And so we're just going to do a quick update. And then after this, Kaitlin is going to do, or has, some information on the benefits for your immune system. I thought it might be timely. But that being said, we just thought we'd let you know what's going on with us. So for us, my work has slowed down because, well, the city's not doing permits, so I did take a layoff, so I'm at home now.
Yep.
What else we got going on here?
Well, yesterday it was very nice weather, so Juan had the wonderful idea of getting the fire pit going and took the kids out in the back. No, that started sounding wrong. We went ahead and gave them hot dogs, and they were able to go ahead and roast those hot dogs. And we did some pork ribs as well.
Yep.
Yep.
So we're making the best of it. We went grocery shopping and got everything we need. We're not overstocking. I don't think people should be overstocking right now.
No.
It's a little silly. But yeah, the kids are doing okay. They're pretty chill. What have they been up to?
Pretending, doing a lot of pretending and imaginary play and watching Pokemon and
YouTube. Lots of YouTube.
So
this is technically their spring break. We don't think they're returning, but we gotta wait and see.
Yep.
So on Monday they will start their online learning, and
which we
so
are
we're going to
prepared for.
structure that.
Yeah.
For us, it's been a little bit of a challenge. Not that we're always out there, but a lot of the things, like I haven't seen family members for a few weeks. We have family members that we can't see, so that's an adjustment. Our usual activities like church or just the things we normally do, we can't do that right now. So we're working around it. We're getting in a little bit of extra workout time.
Yep.
We're putting them out on our other one of our YouTubes. So yeah, it's been kind of fun. I mean, we're working on it. We do happen to have what's coming in tonight.
Storm's rolling in right now. They say it looks like on the news that we in our direct location shouldn't get a ton of snow. However, in this state, I never rely on the news as being accurate, so we'll see.
And even with that, I mean, even if we don't get a bunch, it's going to be cold. So when we ended up doing is we did re-up our Netflix.
Yeah.
Just for when it is and we can't get outside. It gives us something to do. Right about now, we're just kind of coming up with some. I mean, we're just in the start of this, so we're trying to come up with creative ways to stay entertained, and hopefully entertain you guys too.
Yeah.
But other than that, right now there's a lot going on, and I know everyone knows what it is. So for us, we want you to be safe, and I'm gonna go ahead and say what everyone else is saying. Stay at home if you don't have to leave. If it's not where you are essential, stay at home, guys. I know it can be difficult, but let's try and get this done and over with as quickly as we can. Let's all do it together. Stay at home, find things to do, read a book, binge Netflix, I don't know, work out, but just stay at home, guys. It's really important that we get this over with. Right now, with the economy kind of doing what it's doing, we need to be able to get back to normal. And in order to get back to normal, you guys got to stay home, just like us. Anything else you got going on? Anything else?
Well, I mean, you wanted me to touch on encouraging about the immunity. That I was doing some research on the ketogenic diet and how it does positively affect the immune system. And what I found is there have been tests done, now these have been done on mice, that show
You talk about that after this, don't you? It's in the video.
What?
It's in the video after this.
Yeah,
Okay,
I mean, it's in the video.
It's coming up next.
Yeah, go ahead and tune in. And I
Yeah, we just
also...
want,
Oh, sorry. No, I also just point out a few foods that are an encourager of the immune system, and, you know, remind you, if you're home and you're quarantined, you can go ahead and do jumping jacks, do some crunches, you know, go ahead and get that blood flowing. Don't go ahead and just sit on the couch.
all right. So that's us. Not a lot going on really, but I don't think anyone does. You know, we're watching a lot of people out there and see what's going on. A lot of people are affected by it, so just try and help each other out, be supportive of each other. But this weekend, we are going to do a fun one. If you are subscribed to our YouTube, we are going to do a cheese farm crisp tasting challenge. We have 2 different types. We're going to go ahead and check the ingredients, do a taste test, compare the two, and then we're going to let the kids put in their 2 cents worth. So we're going to start doing a little bit more on the food part of this on the Coffee and Keto YouTube channel, where we're going to be just trying out different keto products. We usually do a Whole Foods, but we thought this would be fun. Get information out there. A lot of people want to know what's good keto snacks, good keto food, so we'll be getting that out there. And that one should be a lot of fun because I'm really interested to see how the kids go with that, because they have personalities. All right, guys, we're going to wrap it up. Next up will be Kaitlin's little pot. Well, not little, but she did all the work. Kaitlin's part on the immune system. So hope you guys enjoy it. And it's coming up next. Bye.
Bye. Thank you for tuning in to Coffee and Ketones. Today I am bringing you some information during this kind of scary time with the coronavirus on the ketogenic diet and immunity. I wanted to go ahead and give just a few tips, give some information on different foods that will go ahead and help, that are obviously in line with the ketogenic diet. And yeah, so stay tuned. All right, welcome back. So the ketogenic diet, yes, it's been around for a while, but it's just been coming out of the woodwork, so to say. So not a ton of research has been done, information has been presented that I was able to go ahead and dig up. But from what I did dig up on immunity, it really gives some encouragement to the way that we are choosing to go ahead and eat and go ahead and live. The lifestyle that we have chosen is definitely in line with us staying healthy during this time. So I'm going to be going over some notes, so if I'm looking down, forgive me, but I wanted to go ahead and give you all of the information that I was able to go ahead and procure at this time. So the first thing is, a lot of the articles that I was able to find were based on a test that was done. And this test was done on 2 groups of mice. Yes, mice. But these mice were either fed, 2 groups, either fed the ketogenic diet or their normal diet. They were done, this was done, I should say, for a little bit before the test was performed. And this test involved going ahead and directly exposing them with influenza, or as we know as the flu. So what happened when these mice were exposed to the flu? Well, those that were given the ketogenic diet beforehand showed to have a better survival rate. And an interesting thing was that, let's see, on a molecular level, more genes showed up in the mice's lungs that were associated with T cell response. Now, what are T cells? T cells are produced by the thymus gland, and these T cells actually go ahead and fight bacteria, infection, and disease, which are a part of our immune system, which go ahead and help us stay healthier. So T cells actually also, their production increased in these mice. And let's see, this was scientifically proven to be done by the increased fatty acids that were being consumed by the mice. It didn't happen with the mice that were fed their normal diets. So the physical removal of the influenza was also seen. It was done by mucus in the lungs of the mice, kind of like we get mucus in our chest and our throats when we have the flu and we go ahead and cough it up. This mucus specifically is there in order to go ahead and grab on to the bacteria, to the infection, and capture it so that it can be coughed out of the lungs in order to go ahead and get rid of, I guess, the beginning of the disease. Another thing that I found in my research was about microbiomes. Now, those are, different agents that are in our bodies that protect us against germs. They also break down food and go ahead and help turn that food into energy, as well as They take the vitamins and nutrients that are in the food that we eat, and they go ahead and allow our bodies to keep them, not pass them on as the body moves through our body. Now, we have gut flora as well as intestinal flora that are specific microbiomes that break down food in our digestive system. Now, if you have increased and healthy microbiomes, they keep us healthy by lining our intestines from anything harmful that can go ahead and damage them. Now, of course, this isn't going to be like 100% foolproof, but if you are eating the ketogenic diet and going ahead and making sure that the unhealthy foods that we're not supposed to be eating are not there, there is more chance that you are going to have a healthier digestive system. So researchers actually believe that these microbiomes and the increase in them can fix some autoimmune disease, such as IBS, inflammatory bowel disease, and multiple sclerosis as well. As research is continuing and tests are being done, there have been some reports that show up that half of the amount of the symptoms that the individuals the tests are being done on, trying to see if the ketogenic diet is helping with IBS, inflammatory bowel disease, and multiple sclerosis, half of those symptoms are actually going away. So that is awesome, awesome news. And it gives us some hope, especially, during this time where we don't have all of the answers to what are the chances that we could go ahead and catch the coronavirus. So also, ketogenic diet allows the liver to produce more beta hydroxybutyrate, and that helps decrease inflammation in the body, which also allows for less damage because the body is acting at a normal phase, I should say. I wanted to go ahead and share with everyone as well different simple things that you can do while you're at home, because we're all at home. We are all trying to go ahead and do the social distancing. Hopefully it's not taking such a toll on you guys. Definitely try to keep in touch with people over the phone, over the internet, things like that. But as you are at home trying to figure out how to fill your time, there are a few things you can do. My husband and I went ahead and started doing a few videos, this morning that are showing different ways you can use resistance bands, and you can go ahead and use different weights around your house. You can do some cardio. You can run up and down the stairs, do little sprints back and forth. We will be planning on doing a few yoga sessions later on that we will be posting as well. So we are trying to encourage moderate exercise with lots of reps. If you can go ahead and, even if you're doing jumping jacks and, going ahead and grabbing a milk jug, going ahead and picking up, something heavier in your house and doing a few bicep curls, things like that. Getting this, as a regular routine will go ahead and keep your heart health in check. It will also go ahead and keep your muscles, being strained in order to continue to be built instead of just being slack sitting on the couch. You know what I mean? It also helps with human growth hormone, being able to have that, running through your blood, as well as your blood constantly moving along. And I don't know. It's just a very healthy thing for brain health as well. I wanted to encourage you a few things that are very healthy for immunity as well. Few foods, broccoli, as well as garlic. You can go ahead and get some ginger, spinach, Greek yogurt. Just make sure you look at the labels, because some of them, they do put sugar in them. Almonds, turmeric, green tea, poultry, and I always encourage those chicken thighs, as well as shellfish, are very, very healthy for you and will help increase those T cells as well to keep the sickness away. Now, lastly, just to wrap up, I would say focus to make sure that you are getting the appropriate amount of sleep as well, making sure that you incorporate that into your day, not staying up really, really late at night, watching shows, things like that. And I would encourage wearing blue blockers. Blue blockers do help you to, I guess, kind of reset your brain before you go to bed, because I know we all like to watch TV before we go to bed. And it's just a healthier way to be able to enjoy that, while at the same time making sure that our brain is set in order to go ahead and rest. So at this point, I think I have covered all the research that I have done, and I do want to encourage you in your choice with the ketogenic lifestyle, and definitely keep staying tuned. And until next time, peace.